Y'all, be good, babe. Get in here and talk to me. If you ain't got nothing to do, it's Friday night. Somebody get in here and talk to me. Okay? Get in here and talk to me. I need your company. Well, y'all already know. I love my own company. But see, I was just live and my live had exited stage left on his own. I don't know how. All right, I hope that's better, y'all. Somebody get in here and talk to me. It's Friday night. What y'all doing out there in these streets now? Listen. Okay, I know I just went live on my last little post that only lasted for like 10 minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and get to the point because y'all already know I don't have all day to be sitting up here waiting on nobody to pull up in this get down. You feel me? But I wanted to go ahead and, oh shoot. I wanted to go ahead and finish what I was, oh snap, my bad, y'all. Okay. But I wanted to go ahead and finish what I was simply saying on the first live. I didn't know that my first live had ended. So if you missed what I was basically talking about on the first live, which somehow ended at 10 minutes. But excuse me, what I was basically talking about is Southern hospitality. And how we take Southern hospitality for granted because we are in it, right? When you in the South, you don't see the Southern part of it. You too busy focused on the bad parts of the South because you in it, right? And you know how human beings, like, we are literally wired to only appreciate things when it's gone. So, like, for example, say for example, if you move out of state and then you move out of state and you see how fast and upscale the other states are, it can be kind of scary, especially when you come from a slower state like Tuscaloosa, right? So then you start missing T-Town and you want to run back home because you miss the slower pace of T-Town, right? And so that's really what's going on. Like, I don't know if y'all notice, but I be noticing a lot of people that come from upstates and I be like, why y'all came down here? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm from New York, I'm from Cali, I'm from, be like, well, why you moved down here? Because ain't nothing down here. That's how we in the South be looking at it, right? We be looking at it like ain't shit down here. So why other people want to come down here, right? But other people from other states see the gems that our town has, okay? But we don't see it. So this is why I'm doing a video, because we don't see the actual luxury. And I ain't gonna say luxury. I'm gonna say what's the word? The treasure, okay, that comes with our town. Yes, we might be a little step behind everybody else. They call us slow. They call us all kind of crap. But guess what, though? When they get through with all that crap, everybody want to come down here. So it takes me back to when I first had decided to step into my spirituality, right? So when I first decided to step into my spirituality, like, a lot of people like literally judged me. A lot of people laughed at me. A lot of people downed me. A lot of people talked bad about me. They was like, oh, you want to be spiritual, you blah, 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 blah. But then these are the same people who turned around and ask me questions on how to become this same person they tease me about. So moral of the story is, first they laugh and then they copy. So a lot of people talk about Tuscaloosa bad. Y'all slow, y'all this, y'all that, y'all stupid, y'all blah, 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 blah. But when you get through with it, they be trying to be like T-Town. Come on, Dad. They ain't got to give us our credit. Just like did nobody want to give me my credit for being me. Cause I'm saying it and I'm calling it out. A lot of people didn't want to give me my credit for being different and for walking my own path and choosing my own destiny. Okay. Realigning myself. Okay. A lot of people judged me for choosing my path, right? Cutting out the middleman bullshit. And a lot of people talked about Bay Good. Now, let me real. A lot of people talked about my little ass. Oh, yeah, she crazy. Oh, yeah, she lost her mind. Oh, yeah, she a witch. Oh, yeah, she that. She mother earth. She mother me. And get what? These the same people who secretly behind closed doors like, So how you do that? Tell me how you got like that again. Because get what? They might have talked about me just to keep you or anybody else from getting close to me, but they secretly knew the gem that I was, so they were coming to me behind closed doors like, so they were trying to side piece me. You feel me? And see, that's really what a lot of people be trying to do with Tea Time. They be trying to side piece us. You feel me? They be trying to side piece us, y'all. We ain't in the business to be side piece no more. And that's why I'm doing it live. Cause let me tell you something. Y'all will be surprised how many folks that tried to throw me to the wolves. Y'all will be surprised how many folks tried to out me. You'll be surprised how many folks, but I'm supposed to be gone right now. I'm supposed to be unalived. As the 2026 people say, unalived. I'm supposed to be unalived right now. I ain't supposed to be living up here telling you this. But moral of the story is, stop being afraid of being you. You feel me? Because first people gonna laugh. First people gonna point their finger. People gonna judge you. But then the next they gonna be trying to copy your ass. They gonna be like, shoot, I want to be like you. Cause really, a hater ain't nothing but a secret admirer. They just ain't got the balls to tell you. You feel me? A hater ain't nothing but a lover turned a hater. They loved you so much to the point they hated you because they loved you so damn much, but they couldn't tell you because they were so jealous of you. They envy got in the way so hard to the point they couldn't even tell you, man, I thought you were dope. I thought you were beautiful. I thought you was everything. So I envied you. I wanted to become you. I wanted to be you, but I chose to hate you instead. And see, T-Town be dealing with a lot of that. Ooh, I'm calling somebody out. T-Town be dealing with a lot of secret hate, but we hold the secret gems. I'ma go on say it if ain't nobody else gonna say it. You know how they say people can look at you and see the beauty in you, even though you can't see the beauty in you, right? But just because you can't see it, don't mean others can't. So you be wondering why that boss secretly giving you evil eye. You wondering why that family member secretly hate you, that sister, that brother, or that friend who so-called got more than you. They might have a better car than you. They might have more money than you. They might look like they living the most lavish life. But they hating on little old you who came from the ghetto. You ain't even got but $2. You barely got two niggas to rub together. You making something out of nothing. You came from poverty. You feel me? You making shit shake. You getting it out the mud for real. You really what they call self-made. And people envy you. And you like, how? How you envy me? And I ain't got shit. But really, you got everything. You just didn't know you did. You just didn't know you did. Y'all listen. Today has been a day. Okay, so like y'all know I like to tell stories, so I'm a storyteller. So boom. Like today, okay. What was the first thing? It was like a testimony. What was God? Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. The first experience I had today was with this guy. Okay, I went to go get me some French fries from this restaurant today, and the French fries wasn't hot like I wanted them. So I like to look at everything as a message from God or from the universe. And most people just go on about their day and don't pay stuff like this no mind. But I like to pay attention to the small things. So I pull up, I order, some French fries and something else and like some cookies. And it wasn't nothing to be, cold. She ain't order no meat. So this all she got. So let's just go ahead and cook that fresh. That's what you would think. So boom, I pull up, I get my food, and it's not even hot. So now I got to take it back in the inside. Now I get out the car, I go on the inside. boom, the person who sees me come in happens to be the manager, and the manager happens to be one of my old childhood / church friends. So I'm like, wow. So I'm like, hey, can I get some fresh food? So boom, she take my food. Excuse me. She like go back to the back to refresh it. Shout out to Zaxby's on Skyland. Okay. Shout out to Erica on Zaxby's on Skyland. Y'all go see my girl. Cause baby, she took care of me. Okay. Listen. I told her I'm gonna get her a good rating too. But baby, let me tell you something. That's hospitality. And that's where it started at today. Because when I'm standing there and I'm waiting on her to bring me back my fresh food, there's this white guy. Color don't matter, but I'm going to tell y'all the colors as I speak so you can get where I'm going, right? So as I'm standing there, I'm minding my business. There's me, a black guy standing on my other side. You got a white guy standing on my other side. You got a female standing on, black female standing on the other side. And other people in the restaurant. And I'm just minding my business. And the white guy says to me, he says, well, this hospitality is killing me. And I said, what you mean? He said, this Southern hospitality, whoo. I said, well, what you mean about that? And he said, well, because I've been in Hawaii in the service for the last 3 years, being trained for the service, right? So to get back to civilization, and not only civilization, but you get back down to the southern part of civilization, which is the slower part of things, right? He said Hawaii. So you got to think about it. Hawaii is up there by LA, Hollywood, Mexico, all of that. So that's more faster pace, okay? To come down here to a slower pace, and you getting down here to thank yous and your welcomes and people opening the doors. And not that I'm saying that those people up there aren't doing it, because I'm not going to say that. Because I know for a fact, when I went and took my trip upstate, I met what I call Southern hospitality up there. I felt I should be down here, but I met it up there, right? Because I'm down in the South. So I'm so used to, I started seeing the ugly parts of the South, which made me feel like the South was just, at this point, losing its Southern hospitality. So when I went upstate, I'm seeing people be so nice till it was scaring me. It was like, nigga, you got to want something, because we so used to women down here side-eyeing, bumping into you, secretly jealous of you, all that sideways cutthroat shit, right? But then you get upstate and you got people who actually being nice. Like, hold on, wait a minute, what you want, girl? Right? That's how I was feeling. So I found myself in the upper states side-eyeing these people because I'm so used to the sour pussy shit, the crap in the bucket crap that come with the South, right? So I'm up here in the upstates and I'm like, they too nice. That's when I realized something was wrong, right? So then now let's fast forward to now. Here we are, a couple years around the sun, and I'm older, more wiser, and this man says, the Southern hospitality is taking me out. It's killing me. And I'm looking at him like, huh? And he said, yeah. And when he said it, and see what the universe, well, correction, I'm going to say God, because some people get offended by the word universe. They take it as we trying to shortchange God or disregard God. And that is not the case at all, because God is the universe. God is in everything. Okay. I'm going to straighten it out right now for the people in the back. Okay. But moral of the story is wordplay. Stay focused. Don't get lost. Don't lose the message. All right. Let me give you the meat and the potatoes. The man said, the Southern hospitality is killing me. And I'm like, I said, bless your heart. He said, don't say that to me. And I'm like, but why not? And then here come the lady with my fries. Now mind you, I ordered a regular fry. She comes back from the back, not only with some hot fries, but she come with a large fry. She said, I gave you a large one instead. And that was the universe. God, Most High, God, whatever you deem as your highest source, baby. Everybody call it something different. But when you get through with it, it's the same higher power. And that's don't lead to my next story. But stay focused, though. I ain't gonna lose you. So when she said that, she holding the fries, y'all. The fries is overpouring damn near out the box. And he's looking at me like, this what I'm telling you right here. and he was like, me and my dad he said, I've been in the service for 3 years. He talks about how he's just got back here. What today is? Friday. I think he said he left out Tuesday. Got in Thursday. He's standing in there talking to me Friday. So that means he haven't even really had a chance to really just set his feet and ground himself. He says me and my dad has nowhere to stay. Mind you, these are people who have served the country now. He homeless. But he talking about Southern hospitality. Which takes me back to when my daddy used to say, Michael Barnes, shout out to Michael Barnes, baby. He says, it's the simple things in life. And I wanted to do this video because I wanted y'all to understand how easily it is to take the simple things in life for granted. Because living upstate, especially when you grew up in smaller states like our state, the slower state that they try to make fun of so much, when we try to go in other states in faster paces, we get intimidated. It can be overwhelming. It can be a lot to take in because you're so used to Southern hospitality. You just a Southern girl. You're a Southern boy, and that's okay. You're used to a slower pace, and that's okay. Wait your pace. You're not meant to go everybody else's pace. And that's okay because not pace, because pace is like pace. But y'all know what I mean. You're not meant to go everybody else's pace. Shout out to Mr. Archie. I just said it on my last, and he know who he is. He gonna watch this live, and if he do, shout out to Mr. Archie because he the one dropped that gem on me about waiting your pace. It is okay to be a late bloomer. It's okay if you say you in your 30s and you just not getting your GED. Don't feel bad about that. It's the fact that you even attempt to get it. If you 40, 50 something, you just not going to college. Okay, congratulations. Be happy about that. Don't beat yourself up about it. Oh, you 40 something just having a baby. Congratulations, girl. It was the time for it. Or you just now learning how to be a man at 45. Okay, congratulations, my love. That was your pace. Pat yourself on the back. I'm glad you finally decided to grow. You finally decided to walk away from that old, stale religion that was holding you back. At 65, guess what? It's all right. We love you anyway. It was meant at that time for you to walk away. If it was meant earlier, you would have been gone. All right? Everything happens in its own accordant time. What we like to call divine's timing. That means God's time. We want things to happen in our time, and that's not how it operates. Right? Everybody be laughing and talking about how slow Tuscaloosa. But get what? Tuscaloosa is growing in its own time. Not everybody else's time. Don't feel bad because your pace is a little bit slower. Be okay with being the turtle. Because the turtle is what won the race. Fast don't last. Okay? I'm going to say it again. The turtle is who really won the race. Fast don't last. So we living in a world where everything is fast. And we wondering why it's not lasting. But for some apparent reason, Tuscaloosa little raggedy ass. Tuscaloosa little raggedy ass. She lasted. Why? Because she ain't moving too fast. I'm sorry. Tuscaloosa, Chief Tuscaloosa is a man. Okay? We're going to give him his respect. But guess what? Even he didn't move too fast. Do your own research. I ain't here to tell you. If y'all want to celebrate Black History Month, be for real about this shit. Go do your real history, your real research on this town alone, T-Town alone. It's a lot of history stored in this town. And a lot of y'all want to stay stuck on Martin Luther King and this carrot top who turned gray up there. We ain't studying them. It's bigger history, our story, that is waiting to be read and waiting to be told and waiting to be reinvented and waiting to be relived again. But y'all want to stay stuck in the old shit. Y'all want to try to be other states and other people and other places. Y'all want to be Birmingham and them. Y'all want to even let Birmingham and them talk about you like they ain't next door. It's always your family. It's always your family that try to look down upon you. And then the Tuscaloosa do it too. Y'all be trying to look down upon Birmingham, and Birmingham is your family. Just like Mississippi and them and all them other folks down the other south, further down south. They your family too. And that leads me back to the other part of the day. I took myself out on my usual Friday date, which I haven't did in a couple of weeks, and I'm glad that I did. So I go to this restaurant, I'm minding my business, chilling, eat my little food, and there's this white guy. It ain't about color, but I'm just telling y'all for a reason. I didn't see color when I saw him. I just saw a guy who's a hardworking man, he just want to get off work, go and enjoy himself, have a good drink, sit at the bar and mind his business. Ain't no telling what he got going on in his life. But at the same time, he's just a man with a heart and feelings, right? And somehow we end up conversing, and we ended up talking about so much. And it ended up to color and belief systems and all of the conversations that we, are really afraid to have with each other. Because, some people aren't mature enough to have them without getting offended or arguing with the other or trying to judge another or try to make them believe your belief system or whatever, whatnot. But I thank God to be able to have this mature conversation with this individual. But I forget how the conversation started out. But he talks about not being able to see his children. And not to put his business out there. I'm not going to put his name out there, anything of that nature. But he talks about, he's basically a father who working hard. He ain't perfect. Nobody is. But I want to see my kids, and I'm being deprived of that. So that's how the conversation started. It takes me back to my story. Because I'm like, well, why is it that I'm always meeting guys who want to see their kids? I mean, they literally be sick when they can't see their babies. There ain't nothing you could tell them because they want to see their kids. And I love to see fathers like that. And it break my heart to see that women really out here that monstrous, depriving a man of seeing his children. I don't care how dead of a beat you might feel like he is. Let that man see his damn kids. And so it took me to my situation because I'm like, God, I was a mother who wanted my child father to see his child. I was begging that nigga to come see his. He wasn't breaking his neck to come see his. And at this point, I'm done hiding the truth. I don't give a fuck who see it. I know right now some people gonna be watching me and they finna be mad because people been looking for me to speak my truth. And here it the fuck is. At the end of the day, I wouldn't wish taking care of no kids on your own on nobody. I wouldn't wish a man not being able to see his kids on no fucking body. I feel like only thing that suffer in the midst of that is the children. All because you stuck on your baby daddy. All because you stuck on your baby mama because you can't let them go because you jealous because they done moved on. They don't want your deadbeat ass no more. They don't want your sorry ass no more because you a user. They don't want you no more because you a whore. Or they don't want you no more because you unappreciative of them. Or you ungrateful. You mad because they choose themselves. So now the child gotta suffer? Fuck you. You feel me? Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. But maybe a little part of my unhealed self just showed up. And I ain't even ashamed to hide that. Because ain't nobody perfect. Because at the end of the day, I raised mine. And anybody that know me, know I fucking did. And I'm no longer letting nobody ever take my credit again. I would never wish a mother, single mom, trying to do it and want what's best for her seed and herself to raise a child by herself that she did not make by herself. She didn't even ask for. Because let's be honest, God know I wasn't even ready for no child. I ain't want no child. I wasn't ready. I'm 19. And I'm like, God, I ain't ready for no baby, but I'm pregnant because get what that would happen when you get out here and you do things to get pregnant. So I got out there and I got pregnant. And I got what come with pregnancy, a child. I ain't know nothing about none of that extra stuff. All I knew is now I got a baby that I got to take care of. All I knew then is at this point now I got to grow up. It ain't just about me no more. You feel what I'm saying? And I thought in my mind that I would have help because I had help making it, but I didn't get that help. And I found myself begging for 16 whole fucking stanky years for help. But then to see a father have to beg to see his children breaks my heart even worse. Because here I am, a mother who was begging a father to see his. And you got men out here who begging the mothers to see their children. And the kids are the ones that are suffering in the middle. We are causing mental illness by pulling the children back and forth. All because we ain't got over the other. Stop this shit. Mother, father, you are tearing your children apart because you won't be adults and admit that you ain't got over that person yet. You won't admit that you still love this person. You won't admit that your heart is broken. You won't admit that you wanted a family and a white picket fence with this person. You won't admit that shit. So you would rather make the child suffer in the meantime by keeping the child away from the dad. You can't see your dad. Nah. And you go out your way to be an evil witch. Guess who you gonna have to repent? Who you gonna have to repent to, and you gonna have to ask forgiveness for? You gonna talk to that child. You gonna have to face that child because that child gonna turn around and say, "Mama, why? Why you ain't let me see my daddy? Why? What my daddy do? Why you stop that? What happened?" You gonna have to answer to that. Like they say, every tongue must confess, and every knee must bow. Okay? See, y'all think I don't know the word, and that's what a lot of y'all got me fucked up in. I know the word. I live it. I am it. It runs through my blood, just like it runs through yours. I am no better than you, and I don't try to portray that I am. But a lot of y'all try to place me above you because you feel like you're less than me. That's your problem. But I'm here to let you know we together. I walk beside you. I'm not beneath you. I'm not above you. I'm beside you. I'm with you, my love. And I'm here to break your face so that I can help rebuild it. I'm going to help you make that thing, beautify that thing all over again. I'm sorry I got to be the bearer of bad news. But if you have been that mother, if you have been bitter because your heart is broken, baby girl, please go heal that shit. Because you ain't hurt nobody but your children. Your kids are suffering majorly because you secretly have not gotten over the child's father. That's why you hate him. Be honest with yourself. I don't care if it's been 30 years. I don't care if it's been 3 days. I don't care if that child 15. I don't care if that child is 1. If you are operating in that low vibrational energy, you are a part of the problem. Moving to the fathers. Daddy, I love you. You ain't no better. You ain't no different than the mother. You hold just as an importance in that child's life as the mother. It is not that mother's responsibility to take on all of the responsibility. It is not fair that she got to take care of herself in a whole nother body by herself, all because you were carelessly leaking your liquids. Sorry, brother. All because of your heartache, your abandonment issues from your father, your mistreatment from your mother. You want to go and spread that to somebody else's mother. And then you leave us out here to take care of children by ourselves because you bleed. Now, who you think you leaving hurt? Yeah, you might be hurting the mother, but when you hurt the mother, you hurt the child. And also with the mother, when the mother hurts the child, she hurts the father. Or when she hurts the father, she hurts the child. So either way, the child is the one that's going lacking because nobody is standing up, being honest about where the problem lies. And majority of the time, it comes from the fact that one or the other, if not both, parties have not truly healed and forgiven and moved on from each other. So you try to make that person feel the pain because they went and cheated on you, or because they left you high and dry, or it didn't work out. So you wanted to make them feel the wrath by starving them of the seed that they helped create with you. But let me be honest with you. God created that seed with you, not just them. God used that human vessel to create that with you on this physical plane. But in the 5D, see, in the 3D, you had that baby. But in the 5D, that baby was already created. That was between you and the Most High God, source, whatever you want to call it. Okay? That's a spirit baby. That baby had already chosen you and the Father, and vice versa. These are going to be my parents. I know they crazy. I know they're going to be all over the place, but these are my parents. This is who I want. We choose our parents, whether we know it or not. And a lot of your children have chosen you. They knew you were going to take them through this shit. I'm not saying that they deserve it. I'm not saying that they should go through it. But I'm just letting you know it was already written for this to happen. But I'm telling y'all this to break the chains, because you are hurting your seeds and in turn hurting yourselves because you won't take accountability and admit that you ain't got over little pancake over here. And Pancake ain't admitting she ain't got over sausage over here. So you got Pancake and sausage over here giving little scrambled egg hell. Okay, sorry I got to use food references, but you get what I'm saying. These children have been screwed up because we can't straighten up. I'm going to say it again. Our children have been screwed up because we can't straighten up as parents. You are only renting those children for a short moment of time. That means they only going to be with you for a little time. So in that little time, you shouldn't be screwing them up. But we be too busy caught up in the fact that, oh, he got a new girlfriend. He with that new bitch over there. So he want to take care of her kids, but he can't take care of mine. So I ain't going to let him see my baby because he ain't taking care of mine. He over there taking care of Pancake kids. And he over there mad. Pancake got a whole new sausage around my kids. Oh, guess what? Since I pay child support, I pay $2 in child support. She better not ask me for shit, because guess what? She got a whole nother sausage link around my child. So guess what? Since she got a sausage link around my child, it's for her and the child. I'm going to make them both suffer. We better stop it. We better stop it. And we wondering why the children all over the place. We wondering why they don't listen to shit we say. We wondering why they don't respect us. We wondering why they're all over the place. We wondering why they full of anxiety and depression and sadness, and they scared to talk to you, or they just don't like talking to you, or whatever. I'm speaking from my experience. I ain't telling y'all nothing I ain't went through. My child probably sneaking and watching my live right now like she sneaking watch all of them. And I hope she see this one too. Because at the end of the day, I'm your mother. And I love you regardless of how you feel about me. And I want to genuinely apologize publicly for screwing you up mentally in certain aspects, because I was fucked up mentally. I didn't get the answers that I needed as a child. I made up my own way. I forged my own way. I had to figure it out. Then I turned around and got pregnant with you. I ain't know no better. Your daddy didn't either. I loved that man till I couldn't love him no more. He knew that. Everybody around me knew that. That's why you look just like him. You look every spit of him, because I loved him that much. But he broke my heart in so many ways that could not be repaired. But I still wanted what was best for you. But because I was broken in areas that I hadn't repaired, I broke you. And because I was broken in areas my mother hadn't repaired, I broke you. Because I was broken in areas my fathers hadn't repaired, I broke you. Even though I went out of my way to make sure you wasn't broken, I still broke you, not trying to break you. Even though I wanted what was best for you. And so moral of the story is, y'all, stop breaking your children. Take accountability. Know when you are hurting them, because your kids need both parents, whether you together or not. And all I ever wanted was for my child to have the luxury of both parents, whether we were together or not. And I know that might be a fairy tale world of kumbaya. Call it what you want to. But I wanted to have my daughter to have a healthy relationship with me and her daddy, whether together or not. Even though it didn't work out that way. But that's what I wanted. But because I was broken, I still had things I needed to heal. Things played out in a way that I couldn't control. And so now me and my daughter are having a estranged relationship. And for those that don't know what estranged mean, go look it up. I ain't in the business of telling y'all shit no more. I'm going to send you to the dictionary just like I had to do when I was younger. Go back to the encyclopedia. Figure it out yourself. Do your own damn research, okay? Study to show yourself approved, just like I did. Go do your own work. I'm not doing it for nobody else anymore. I'm doing my own work for me. And that's why I'm sharing my story. I'm being vulnerable. Y'all want to know my fucking business? Here it is. Since y'all like to be so damn nosy, I hope you're taking notes. Grow from what I'm telling you. Don't take what I'm telling you and be like, oh, well, no. Take what I'm telling you, take the meat and the potatoes and grow from this shit. I don't get up here and speak because I want to hear myself speak. I get up here and speak because I want you to grow. Don't get envious of me. Don't go and think stupidly of me. Don't go to judging me. Take notes. That's why I do what I do. I'm not the only one that go through what I go through. You do too. So stop thinking or pretending that you better than me. Because I ain't better than you. You got deadbeat baby daddy issues too. I don't give a damn who don't like it. Scratch your ass and get glad. I'm an 80s baby. At this point, fuck it. I'm not sugarcoat shit anymore. At the end of the day, it's a lot of things. If I can sit on here and I can admit my truth, and I can own up to my stuff and take accountability, then everybody that's around me gonna have to put on their big girl panties and their big man boxes and do the same shit too. And sometimes it takes for you speaking your truth. I didn't have help. I wanted my child's father to be there for me. And my child grew up thinking that I resented her father because of that. Partially I did. But then I started growing and I said, you know what, God, I chose this. I knew better. So I had to take accountability because I didn't take time to get to know the person that I was laying with. Because had I taken time to get to know the person I was laying with, then I probably would have never got pregnant. My child wouldn't even exist. So I don't say things like, oh, I wish that I could take back the hands of time, or I wish I could erase this. No, because then that would erase my destiny. Everything that happened was supposed to happen. I don't want to erase nothing. Everything I went through created and molded me to be who I am now. And I'm proud of that. And I'm not going to take back nothing I went through. No matter how painful this shit might have been, I'm not going to take nothing I ever been through because it taught me to be the phenomenal woman I am now. Because anybody that know me, know how I used to be bitter. I used to be unforgiving. I used to be just all over the place. I didn't have no direction. I was just all of that wasn't godly. Y'all done watched me. Watched me grow. I'm doing this in front of the camera. I don't have to do this in front of the camera. I'm doing this in front of the camera so that you know that you can do it too. If you want to. I want it better for me. I want it better for my bloodline. I want it better for my child. I want it better for everything around me. So I had to become better. I had to choose better. Even if that means I had to change what I eat. Even if that means I had to change what I drink. Even if I had to change what I think. That's how you break the cycles, then do it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about me. My light gonna tell the truth about me. And I'm gonna tell the truth about me before you can. I've always been that type of person that if I trip up, I'm gonna laugh at myself before you can. I'm not gonna give nobody else a chance to make fun of me because I'm gonna make fun of myself before you can. But I'm not gonna make fun of myself in a negative aspect. I'm gonna make fun of myself in a beautiful aspect because it is okay to be human and make mistakes and learn and grow. How else are you supposed to? I made that mistake. I made those mistakes. So did my child's father and everybody else around me. We made mistakes so that we could grow and become better human beings, not stay the same shitty people we were. And we've always been. And now we raising shitty kids. Now our kids walking around acting shitty as fuck. Because let's be real. Now mine is portraying nothing but pure shit. She's not showing no love and light. Many of y'all that seeing me and y'all seeing my child, y'all probably like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm saying the same thing. But that is God clearly showing you that if you don't get it right, you're going to end up with a bad seed. And I'm not calling my seed bad. I'm just simply saying, if you don't get it right, you end up with one. My seed is a good seed. She just got to go through her dark stages. She just got to grow. She got to find herself. She got to come pull herself back to earth. She's got to counsel herself at this point. She's got to tap into her own powers. She's got to heal her own self. She got to really find her willpower at this point. It ain't nothing mama could do because mama did everything she could do for you. Daddy done did all he could do for you. The rest is on you, babe. It's time for you to spread your wings and fly. Not for you to resent me because you scared to fly. No, go and fly. We been gave you the tools. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Give y'all children that break by having healthy parents. Just because we not together don't mean we got to hate each other. Mothers, please stop being them sour pussy ass females that resent the new female because your baby daddy don't want you no more. So you want to make the child suffer because he with this new girl. I don't want that my baby around that new bitch. But what if that new bitch happens to be the best thing ever? And a lot of y'all be envious of that because you know that new bitch is going to be a better mother than you are. That's what a lot of y'all be afraid of. And instead of you being a cock blocker, a hater, a bitter bitch, go and heal. Become a healed woman, right? So that you can be that better woman to raise your own seeds. So you don't have to be envious of another woman, that bitter bitch or that new bitch raising your seeds. Because guess what? You have taken the time to go and heal yourself. Same go for the daddies. Daddy, listen, if you know you wasn't shit, I'm sorry. If you know you was a cheater when you was with this woman, you know you treated her like pure garbage the whole time. You know you treated her like a side piece when you was with her. You know you didn't appreciate her. You got her pregnant out of revenge because you wanted to get her back. And you treating that baby like garbage because you want to make the mama feel the wrath. You wrong for that. You wrong for that. And the universe and God is going to make sure you pay homage to that. To those fathers who are present, who wish to be present, but can't because you're dealing with bitter mothers. And it's turning you bitter. So in turn, you wanna retaliate. Stay sweet, stay focused, stay diligent, keep persevering, stay correct. Everything's gonna work out. I promise you. The truth will always prevail. I promise you. It might take 16 years, but it will prevail. Stay focused and stay steadfast. And do not let the enemy detour you. You can't control what nobody else do. You can only control you. But pray for your seeds, mothers and fathers. Because it's not just the daddies too. Daddies, because you got mothers who can't see their children because the fathers won't let them see it. They might be struggling, can't take care of kids, don't have a roof to put them under, or food to put on the table, or a car to take them where they need to go. So the fathers took them to court, telling the judge they unfit. So the mothers decided, let me go smoke some weed, or let me go smoke a little whatever. She go and try coke. Now she get drug tested. Now she can't see her children. Or she had kids and she get tested. Boom, she got drugs in the system. She can't see her kids. Now kids getting took from her. So now she got to go see her kids through third party. To you, clean yourself up. Mentally, physically, spiritually. Ask God to order your steps, order your words, to heal your heart. I'm going to tell you to right your wrongs immediately. Don't wait, because the longer you wait, it's like a mental prison. So when you know you make a mistake, apologize immediately. And I mean genuinely from the heart. Don't just be apologizing just because. I mean genuinely righting your wrong and actually taking the action to fix it. So if I tested with drugs in my system, if I tested, unfit or whatever, Let me go and prove y'all wrong that I can be a better human being for the sake of my children because I love them that much. When you have kids, the rest is out the window. All that extra bullshit, that fun, I'm not going to say you can't have fun, but what I'm saying is the old way that you're used to being is out the window because it's about the children. When I got pregnant, I was partying, I was drinking, I was clubbing, I was working, I was paying my bills, I was taking care of responsibilities, but I still was living life recklessly. But when I got pregnant, something in me clicked and said, you know what? It ain't just about you no more. Now you got to adjust life for you and this seed. And in my mind, it was just me and my seed. It was me, my seed, and my child's father, because I had envisioned that we were going to all be a unit. But it didn't work out that way. So instead, I went on my journey to raise my child on my own to the best of my ability. And I called hell asking for help, as many of y'all do. I'm not the only one. And a lot of people in the streets will say, well, I thought he was. You thought wrong. It's easy to draw, pictures and make things look like something they not. And I never wanted to be that mother that tried to make nobody look bad or nothing of that nature. But sometimes you just got to say fuck it and speak your truth. And speaking your truth will make the lies look bad. I'm sorry, but not. And that's why I'm on here now. I'm not holding my truth back no more. I was a single mom raising a child by myself, struggling hard. Struggling for years. And all I wanted was help. And to get tonight in this restaurant and this man saying, he just want to see his kids. And it take me back to wishing and hoping, because I can remember a time where I wished to have a father figure for my child that wanted that had that same hunger for his seed, his only seed to be exact, his biological seed. It's just something about that hunger that a man has for his seed. And I longed for that hunger in my child's father for his seed. And because he didn't have that, I grew resentment because of that. But it still didn't stop me from allowing him to see his seed, regardless of what he might have told others. I never was that mother that stopped him from seeing his seed. So to hear women out here doing that shit, I be wanting to just stand on some of y'all neck, like Peasy said. Shout out to Peasy. And just pull your head out the socket. Because some women out here who wish to have help can't even get it. And y'all out here who got men who wish they could help you, who breaking their neck to help you, all because he no longer to wish to be in a relationship with you. You want to starve him and deprive him of his seeds? The audacity of you. You are part of the problem. So we got to stop it, parents. Our kids out here not knowing who their fathers and mothers are. We trying to erase history. Our story. Forget his story. Let's talk about our story. And I'm on here telling y'all my story. What's your story? Fuck history at this point. Y'all want to talk about his story. At this point, the question is, who is his? Who the fuck is his? I'm talking about my story tonight. This is Black history. I am Black history. And I'm sick and tired of broken homes when it comes to our children. Stop fucking having them if you can't come together. If you can't raise them together maturely. Don't have them. Matter of fact, don't even have sex. Wrap it up. Don't even take the honey pack. A lot of y'all out here taking these honey packs and you raw. You ain't even wrapping it up. You just around here loosely. And then women out here, you just aborting them. You're taking ABC pills. Whatever pills they call that. The morning after them. Y'all out here recklessly creating seeds. Recklessly hurting God's children. And you think it ain't coming back on you. It's coming back. You wonder why you got pregnant as soon as you had that abortion. You wonder why you got pregnant as soon as you just had that morning after pill. You wonder why she got pregnant as soon as you just disregarded that last baby over there. Yeah. Because guess what? When it's divinely orchestrated for a child to be here, it's going to be here whether you ready or not. That's why they say go on get ready and stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Okay? Go on be ready so you ain't got to get ready. And many of us had children and we wasn't mentally ready. But see, God already knew we was ready. You ain't ready. You might think you ain't ready, but I know you ready. I'm going to make you ready. Let me see how you going to do. You going to take care of this child. You going to take care of this seed. You going to love that baby right. You going to lead that baby correctly. Or you going to go out here and screw that child up like you screwed up. What you going to do? And many of us are out here repeating the same shit that our parents did. And people wonder why I claim both of my fathers. Because hell, I don't know who the hell my damn daddy is. I didn't get no blood test. I didn't get no DNA test. And I'm not blaming my mother because she was young. She didn't know no better. But at the end of the day, if it weren't for her having that experience of making that mistake, I wouldn't be who I am today. So I claim both fathers because guess what? They both were present in my life in certain aspects. So I claim both of them. And I'm grateful for her even making what she was, beat up about for so-called making a mistake because she was young. She ain't know no damn better. And I grew up resenting her because she was young. You feel me? Learning. And then it dawned on me recently, like, just you imagine being 19 with 4 girls. How would you be? Right? And I grew up literally mad at my mother. She 19 years old with 4 girls. Trying to raise them by herself. She ain't had no help. She had a little bit. She had family. Sisters and stuff around. That'll lend a little hand. But for the most part, she was raising our nappy head asses by herself. And so for me to be 19 raising one by myself, because when I got pregnant, child father was shipped off to prison. So for the first 2 years of my child life, I'm raising it by myself. I wouldn't wish that up on nobody. I'm 19. I don't know nothing about raising no child by myself. I'm learning as I go. Right? As we all are. But still and yet, that don't mean the child gotta suffer, bruh. Just because you mad at the daddy, just because you mad at the mama, or whoever, the grandmama, whatever, whatnot. When you get through with all your prejudices, because see, a lot of people put the word prejudice up against white and black. But did you know that you can be prejudiced by not liking certain people? Like, say for example, I don't like Leos or I don't like Sagittariuses because I had a bad Sagittarius baby daddy. Or I don't like girls because girls always girling. Or I don't like men. That's prejudice. That's just the same as saying I don't like black people because they black. Or I don't like her because she got gray hair. I don't like her because she got long toenails. I don't like him because he's got a straight back. Prejudice is prejudice. That means you are prejudging the situation. If you break down prejudice, it's prejudge. It ain't got nothing to do with color or race. Which brings me to my next thing. Thank you, Lord. It's all coming together. So as I was leaving this restaurant tonight, y'all, mind you, God God is just so good. I'm going to say that. I forgot to tip my server. So I pulled the tip money out my wallet. And I'm finna get ready to take it back in the restaurant right before I get ready to leave. And I see one of the workers walking from the back of the restaurant. And so I was like, hey, is such and such, which was the name of my server, is he still in there? And she's like, oh, yeah. I said, well, can you take this to him and give it to him for me? And she said, yes. Mind you, she's a Mexican or a Spanish, Hispanic. I'm sorry. I don't want to be disrespectful to nobody. Okay. She's a Hispanic. All right. And so she sees me. She says, is that your car? And I'm like, yeah, that's my car. And she's like, will you take me home? Yeah, I'll take you home. She don't know me. I don't know her. Literally from a can of paint. But I take her home. And she says, I said, well, make sure you tell me which way to turn. You get what I'm saying? To go to your neighborhood. She says, okay. So I was like, excuse me. I play my little music. I'm being myself, right? I'm like, I play my little music. She laughed. I asked her name. She told me her name. I'm noticing her English is very clear. So she understands real well. She got feelings just like we do. And so she's like, somehow I asked about her children. Did she have any kids? She's like, yeah, I got some kids. And I said, okay. And I said something about where she had to go. And she was like, I had to pick my kids up first. And she's like, I got to get my kids before I go home. And I was like, oh, you need me? I said, do you want me to take you to get them? She said, well, they down the street, but okay. She wasn't asking me to take her to get her kids. She asked me to take her home. She was going to walk down the street to get her babies. This woman got 3 kids, y'all. One in the car seat. All of them are babies. I mean, literally staff-steppers under 3, like 3 and under. So, boom. I know this is all divinely orchestrated, and I'm going to tell you how, because I told you I pay attention to the signs and the symbols of the universe. So when I first pulled her to the side at the restaurant to give her the tip to take in the restaurant, it was 11:11. Anybody that know 11:11, which is an angel number, and if you don't, go look that up. I'm not here to tell you what it means no more, because you got to do your own research, study to show thyself approved, right? So boom. I'm talking to her at 11:11. Let me tell y'all how the universe works. I'm in Cottondale. I talk to her at 11:11. I take her to Holt to drop her off. Okay. Boom. When we get to Holt, she got to go to her mother's house, which is down the street from her house, literally a few trailers down, to pick up her 3 babies. The 3 babies, she go to the door to pick up. She get one baby. She come to the car. She got one baby in the car seat. She put the car seat in the car. She got another baby in her arms. So I get out the car and I help her. So I grab the baby in the car seat, put the baby in the back seat, told her to put the other baby in the other side. He crying because he just woke up. He don't know who I am. He just wondering who this strange black lady is. Right? So boom, she run back in the house to get the other baby, the other little girl. So boom, she come put the little girl in the car. She got the bags and all of these, right? So boom, I take her down the street to her house. I'm thinking in my mind, had this lady not, she didn't ask me, y'all. This woman said, would you take me home? So that let me know that majority of the nights she leave work. A single mother. She leaves work, go home, get her 3 children from her mama house, at least 3 trailers up from hers in the wintertime. She's carrying all 3 of them, one in the car seat, 2 of them barely walking down the street, mixed with baby bags, blankets, and whatever else she dropped them off with. Okay? And I imagine that this is a routine. This is why I don't wish raising children on your own, because raising 1 was enough, but to have 3 by yourself is even harder. So I commend and salute any mother that has 2 or more babies. And you doing a phenomenal job raising them to the best of your ability with the tools that you got. Baby, I'm going to give you your flowers. Ain't nobody else got to, because I know. So for me not to know this woman from a fly on the wall, she just see me from coming into this restaurant here and there. And for her to just not even be fit, when I say she asked me for help, that's another lesson. It's the fact that Black folks, we be so prideful that we don't like to ask for help. And so this woman didn't even know me. She just simply said, "Is that your car? Would you take me home?" And she asked me with no shame, no nothing. And I said, "Yeah, I'll take you home." And see, me taking her home, not being used, but me paying homage back to the universe, paying homage back to God. That's my way of giving back 10% to God, because you just never know who God might be using to test you. You never know who you might be entertaining. And you just never know when the tables might turn, because you never know when I might need her to pick me up and take me home from work, right? So that's why I immediately said, "Yes, I'll take you home," even though I didn't know her. Because I felt her spirit and I knew she wasn't a threat. I knew she wasn't dangerous, right? So of course, I'm going to pay attention to my surroundings. I'm not telling nobody to be reckless and just go picking everybody up and taking folks home. I'm not telling you that at all. What I'm saying is, you'll know when God put it on your heart to help people, right? If you believe in God, because some of us don't. I ain't going to say some of us, because I believe in the Most High God. Some of y'all don't. Stay focused. But at the end of the day, I met 2 white men today. One talking about Southern hospitality. One talking about not being able to see his children because he want to. And then I met this Hispanic lady who is a single mother trying to do the best that she can, right? And they all were in good spirit, mind you, when they were talking to me. None of these people had bitterness, no type of envy, no type of arrogance, no type of cockiness, none of that. These were literal earth angels. And because you could feel the energy, just like when you feel the energy when you praising or you raising the Holy Spirit, you can feel the same energy when you're around real Holy Spirits. Okay? Holy Spirit does not necessarily mean a preacher, a bishop, a deacon, a first lady, or a usher, or none of that. Just because they're in a white suit with a big ass hat, go to church every Sunday, that doesn't mean they're holy. No. People like me and you, regular folk, can be holy too. And so this is why I'm telling y'all this, is because I know it was nothing but God and all 3 of those people. And 3 represents alignment. The Holy Trinity, body, mind, and spirit. Okay, look, the 5th flow. I've been drinking margaritas, y'all. Stay focused. Y'all know what I mean. Body, mind, and spirit. Alignment. And it's no coincidence that those 3 people had them gems for me. And now the second guy talking to him wasn't just about his children. He also talked to me about love. And, it also goes back to how, we try to go, when we go out in the world and, we find love and happiness somewhere else. We think it's happiness. We think the grass is greener. And sometimes it turned out not to be, unfortunately. But the universe has a funny way of showing you lessons and leading you right back to where it all truly started again, right? And so moral of the story is he had to come back to where it all began. And what makes this even more intriguing, he's a story writer. Like, this man really got hella books on Amazon for sale. So this is a real author. So I'm honored to be in the presence of such a person, right? And when I tell you, looking at him with the naked eye, you be like, white guy, regular white guy. But when you talk to this man has Scottish in him, black in him, all kind of other races in him. Moral of the story is race does not matter, because we all have a little piece of each and every piece of us in one another. You might got some damn Spanish in you farther down the line. You might got some damn Cuban, whatever, further down the line. Some of y'all might be Dominican further down the line. Some of y'all might be goddamn whatever. Moral of the story is none of us have the room or the capacity or the space to keep side-eyeing others because of our race or our sex. Because some of us have become prejudices of the other sex. Diabolical. That's another story for a different day. I ain't got time for that right now. But I'm just simply saying is stop it. Let's get back to being one again. I know y'all probably like, we don't want to hear that kumbaya shit, Seven. Well, guess what? Get your funky ass off my live because you know who I'm talking to. Yeah, I know. Damn, I ain't know she was gonna talk to me like that. Exactly. This the new Seven. Seven is not here to keep sugarcoating shit with your funky ass. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, if you don't agree with how I operate or what I speak about, with all due respect, exit stage left. Ain't nobody finna lose no sleep because you don't agree. There are others out here who need what I'm saying. Your one opinion don't matter. What I eat, you don't shit, boo. So if you don't agree with what I'm saying, I'm cool with that. Take your funky ass over there and mind your business just like I don't mind mine and mine. You feel what I'm saying? But don't deprive other folks of real growth. I'm talking to the real folks who know what I'm saying. I'm talking to the real folks with the eye to see. I'm talking to the real folks with the ears to hear. I'm talking to the real folks with the heart to feel. I ain't talking to these artificial 2026 ass built ass robots, Build-A-Bear ass robots. I'm not talking to y'all. And if you're offended by how I'm conducting myself, then you are who I'm talking to. I'm sick and tired of trying to be nice to y'all people. And I know some of y'all don't like me. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to be loved. Okay? So at the end of the day, let's spread love and light. Let's get back to loving each other once again, even though, and that's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell y'all before I get off here. Number 2, because I'm going to count them as 1, 2, 3. So 1 was the guy who was talking about, and y'all give me some love. Don't be sitting on here just looking at me. Give me some fucking love. Because I give y'all love all the time, and y'all don't give me no damn love. And I'm going to stop giving y'all some love because I already see now y'all some takers. Okay? But I'm going to get back to it because I know I'm going to get my love regardless. You ain't got to give it to me. God going to give it to me regardless if you do. But moral of the story is, number 2, you got number 1, which was the guy at the restaurant who was talking about Southern hospitality. Number 2 is the guy who was talking about can't see his children. So him and the girl who was at the bar at the restaurant that was serving both of us just happens to be his ex-wife. Now, the woman who won't let him see his children is his wife. Well, yeah, his current wife. So to be able to come back and have a real mature adult conversation with your ex-wife and y'all get to actually be friends and admit to each other face to face how we just wasn't ready at the time we met each other. We weren't mature enough for each other. So that's why. So I even asked them, I asked the girl, I was like, so why y'all didn't work out? And she was just like, he was an asshole. And he just sat there. He was just like, because he had already admitted that before she came that he wasn't like the best type of person, when they was together. I ain't even gonna say he said that. He was just basically saying that they weren't mature enough for each other. It wasn't the time just yet. And so that was just her part. Like he said, we weren't mature enough, we weren't ready. And her part was he was an asshole. But of course, that's a typical response from a woman because that's how we women respond, right? But when she put that part aside, she did bring up the empress inside of herself, and she began to talk about outside of my heart being broken, outside of what happened between me and this man. Yes, I still loved him. Yes, I wanted this to happen with us, but it didn't go that way. But even though it didn't go that way, I still was there for him in his time of need. I still was his friend, when he needed one. I was still there for his children, even though they weren't mine. Moral of the story is, it's all about being mature. And to see that these two people can come together after being married, right? And still can be friends. And I ain't got nothing to do with sex, because she's married to a whole nother man, right? And you can clearly see she respects her husband, but it's just the fact of, it's the bond that her and her ex-husband has. And yes, it can be a threat because, okay, the new husband might not like that, but still and yet it's the respect that they have between each other that cannot be broken. Which is leading me back to what I'm telling y'all, is that we can be cordial human beings if we choose to be. But black folks alone, y'all ain't shit. I love y'all, but y'all ain't shit. Y'all be out here making these kids suffer because you still want your baby daddy. It be 15 years later. That man have been with 3,000 women, and he'd have been married 4 times since you, and you still bitter. Now you want to take him to court for the 6th time trying to get some more money out of him. He ain't got no more money for you. Baby dad is out here still bitter because she done went and moved on. She don't want his scrawny ass no more. So he mad. So he want to make her suffer. So he want to go. He done been with 20 million women. And then you go get with you one man. Now he got to make you suffer. So he don't want to take care of the child. So now the child struggling. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. This is why we got a world full of grown ass kids now that think they can out parent us. And that's where the problem coming in at. And a lot of y'all scared to parent your children. A lot of y'all went so far and did so much that you can't undo it. You think you can't anyway, but you can undo it. You can right your wrong. You can fix it. You just got to choose to. I chose to be a better human being because I didn't want my child to keep, no matter how she feel about me now, I can't control how she feel about me now. But I know what I'm doing as a person. I know how I've changed, and I know the work that I'm putting in. She don't know because hell, she ain't around me. She can say what she want to say, and I can say what I want to say about her because I ain't around her. But I choose not to because I don't know. I don't like to speculate about people. That's not who I am. I'm too grown for speculations. I'm too grown for assumptions, right? But a lot of people assume that I haven't fully grown. A lot of people assume that my growth is false. A lot of people assume my spirituality is fake or whatnot. But that's their opinion. That don't make it my reality. So I still choose to be a better human being for the sake of my lineage and my bloodline, whether they agree or not. Because I know what I'm doing. I'm breaking chains. And I'm inspiring y'all to do the same because a lot of us got a lot of chains that need to be broken. And a lot of y'all scared to break the chains because you're scared to speak your truth. You're scared to own up to the fact that this the person you laid down with was the best person. You're scared to, admit that you probably wasn't the best person. Or you scared to admit that you can't take care of the child fully or whatever. Whatever it is that's your fear, only you know. All I know is try your best to fix it so the child or the children don't go lacking anymore. They don't deserve it. Just like you didn't deserve it. You didn't deserve to be born with a deadbeat father. You didn't deserve to be born with a deadbeat mother who abandons you. Or abusive mother who verbally talks to you crazy or beat on you. You didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve to be mistreated. And neither does your seed. So that's why I'm doing I'm doing this live so that we can change the game. You didn't deserve to be molested. You didn't deserve to be raped. You didn't deserve to be peer pressured. You didn't deserve to be ignored. You didn't deserve none of that. You didn't deserve to be disregarded. You didn't deserve to be misled. You didn't deserve none of that. And neither does your seed. Break that cycle. Break that chain. For the sake of your bloodline. Even if it means you got to pull back and tell your truth. But do it in the lines of safety. Because we ain't here to hurt nobody no more. We're not here to get ourselves hurt. Yeah, speaking your truth gonna hurt some people. It's gonna hurt the people who were comfortable in their lies. But it's gonna help the people who've been waiting on the truth. So, at the end of the day, use your own discernment. But I speak my truth every time I go live because I'm freeing myself. Because I've kept those truths to myself for so long and they damn near killed me. I wanted to unalive myself. I wanted to give up. It were plenty of days I did. All because I felt like my voice wasn't being heard. I felt like I was scared to speak up. I had too much pride to speak up or ask for help or even tell the truth. I was scared to tell the truth because I felt like a lot of people going to judge me. They're going to look down upon me. They're going to think I'm crazy. They're going to talk about. And guess what? They did all that anyway. So why not? What's the best that can happen at this point? Take that risk. Open up for the sake of your children. Tell them the truth. You ain't got to be nasty about it. You ain't got to go into too much details. But tell your children the truth, man. You ain't got to go be, oh, well, your daddy just went. Ugh, he wasn't shit. Your mama was a... You ain't got to do all that. You just simply say, your mother probably could have did a little bit more. Your daddy could have did a little bit more. But speak your truth in a loving way for the sake of the kids. And that's what you're teaching them. I'm done rambling. I'm finna get up off here and go to sleep. Somebody needed this message. Moral of the story is we won, y'all. The elders. So stop, young folks, stop thinking you smarter than you better than the elders because you need the elders just like the elders need you. Elders, stop thinking you so old and wise that you don't need to learn shit from the young folks because yes, you do. You rusty, you dusty, you crusty, and you outdated, and you need some update. Or young folks, you young and you dumb and you underdated. You don't have no wisdom. You have been deprived of all of the knowledge purposely to dumb you down. So you need the wise teachers, the elders, the older folk, to keep you updated just as well as you update them. So each one teach one. We need the young folk, we need the old folk. We need the children, you need it all, right? So we need to stop thinking that we're above the law, above the program. We all need one another, white, black, green, Spanish, Mexican, Chinese, whoever the fuck you is. When you get through with it all, we still bleed the same color. And we all need love and connection, unity, and some sort of family. We all need a spiritual source. And it's time for us to get back in alignment for our assignment. We have been out of alignment long enough. Now get back in line. Okay, I'm done. I love y'all. Peace and love. Stay focused.